Good morning, gang. My favorite time of year, fall. Not because just football, it's just I love the cold weather. I always have, and I guess I always will. This is going to be a second video or a follow-up video from a previous one I posted pertaining to Matchbox 2-packs that came with trailers, cars, trucks, and trailers, that is. In a previous video, I had posted this one, and the deal was I bought it from a friend at work. He had it as a kid. I bought a couple of sets from him. And everything I bought from him in the past, the Evel Knievel car and stuff like that, he's been 100% correct on with what he's told me. I started investigating and I could never find an unopened set of this car or the Scout car in the pony trailer. But on eBay, I saw several of the Scout car and pony trailer, and that's, you know, reality is you can pick up the Scout car separate and the pony trailer separate, put them together and say, hey, this is a set that came from my childhood, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, who's to say it is or isn't? I finally found on the internet an unopened original set. So this did come as a set, and I saw a second unopened set. It didn't have the rubber wheels, it had the hard plastic wheels, and the Scout car was red. That was pretty cool looking. So I'm gonna move that one out of the video here and show you the other ones behind it. Alright, this pony trailer with the horses was an eBay grab. Now on eBay, it was on there for a couple of turns. It timed out, nobody purchased it. Was on there again, timed out, nobody purchased it. I kind of like the pony trailers. Never had a real one. Never had a horse, but personally, but I rode thousands of them. I ain't gonna say millions, but when we rode horses all the time. This, if you saw this on eBay, it was red painted where this black is now, and one of the horses was solid black. I think it was this one, and the other horse was like patch black. So I bought it because kind of like, well, you know, the price was pretty good, and I could use the horses if the trailer was no good. Well, I just removed the red and put the Sharpie to work and just painted it back with Sharpie black. And then the horses, let me grab this one here. I soaked them in vinegar and try to get all the paint off, but you can see there's still black residue all over, washings all over, but spots of black paint that I could not remove from the horses. So the trailer, I'll put my hands in here again. The trailer, other than being painted red through here, was in awesome shape until I got it. Now the gate was very loose. Sorry, bumped my elbow here. So I figured I'd just take the door and put some pressure on the pins with my thumbs while I broke that side. And I have no idea where that piece went. So I kind of messed this little trailer up. But it's still a keeper. Now this motorcycle, Honda motorcycle with trailer, I picked up at a, like, you know, when communities have a little yard sale on Main Street, or let me say flea market or sidewalk sale, whatever you want to call them. I stopped by one, and this guy had all his stuff from his childhood for sale, and he had it pretty neat. He had like stuff in Ziploc bags and all that, and he had this in a Ziploc bag. And I asked him about it. He said it was his from his childhood, so he sold it to me for $5. And the cool thing is I'm gonna have to go back and look at the other ones I have, because there's other videos I got posted. This one's got a kickstand on it, and I don't know if the other ones I have had kickstands. I didn't pay attention to that, and I'm gonna have to look out of curiosity now. Alright, this was one I picked up. Where did I pick this one up at? I've had a few of these for a few weeks, and I can't remember where I got each one of them at. But there was this guy, this flea market or yard sale. I can't remember. I think it was the flea market. I think I got all these from the flea market except the police one. This set was in just a pile of diecast cars. Now, I could be 100% wrong when I say this, but I kind of like this Jeep, and I got a few of these Jeeps already, and I paid $2. He sold me $1 a piece. Now, the horses in there are not the right horses. I just stuck them in there. They're smaller, and there's actually 3. I stuck 3 in there thinking that the 3 horses would hold up each other, but they keep falling. But anyway, after I got home with them, because I started looking up, because I thought I saw this set offered as a set with a 2-pack, and it was. Now again, I'm not saying this is an original 2-pack, but there was, most of the stuff, the cars that was in that box, and had cars and action figures, and just other knickknacks that was in that box. And these were the 2 that were the oldest. The other stuff were newer stuff from like the 90s up. So I'm kind of feeling like that is an original 2-pack release. Now I got this set, this Javelin with a horse trailer, and this one came with the horses for $5. Pretty immaculate condition. Kind of like the same scenario of the motorcycle trailer. This guy had them. He didn't have them bagged up and all that, but he had all his diecast cars sitting out on a trailer, on a tray. And when I looked at this, and his prices varied, and it was all in really good shape, but he had these 2 hooked together. And I asked him about it, and he was selling all his diecast cars for $3 a piece. And like I said, most of them were in awesome shape like this. So he told me that this was a set, came as a set. I said, okay, well, I'll take your word for it. And so I bought it for $6. He said even though it's a set, he's selling everything $3 a piece. And he said they were his. He's had them forever. And when he got diecast cars, there's only a few that he really played with. The others, he opened them up and put them in his cases. As evident here, there's no dings, no scratches. The doors function properly. The wheels are just clean and smooth. So when I got home, started looking, and yes, I found this set with the Javelin and a horse trailer as a 2-pack. And I also saw a red one, a red Javelin with a trailer as a 2-pack. And it was pretty good looking. It's kind of like a similar red as a Jeep, maybe a little, well, I shouldn't say vibrant or not, but it was close to that red. And this one too. Got it from the same guy as I got the blue set from. As I said, all his diecast was in awesome condition. Even though this one was missing the ponies, he wouldn't come down on the price. So $6 for that set too, which I'm okay with. I don't mind. I like the Javelins, I always have. I rode as a younger kid, I guess maybe 14 years old. There's a guy, his dad, they had, I don't know, 100 or something acres, and they were cattle farmers and had a car lot, used car lot, and his dad had all these nice, decent cars in the backyard of the house that he didn't have on his lot yet. And when his son turned 16, he picked out the white Javelin. And, if you've never seen an original Javelin, or a lot of the AMC cars were the same way, man, check out the interiors on those things. Some of them were just, you would think that whoever put the interior together in that car was high at the time, because they were some real funky interiors in some of those cars. And that Javelin, granted an ugly car, but it had that AMC 390 in it, and that thing would just get down. It was fast. Alright, this is a new one. I was trying to find ponies on eBay for the trailers that are missing the ponies. Every now and then somebody will have them online for sale, usually $10 for a set or $4 a piece or something. But I was trying to catch maybe a beat up trailer with ponies in it for a lot less, and I came across a trailer, a police trailer. I never had seen that, so I thought, well, maybe it's somebody made a custom trailer. And then I kept looking and looking, and then I saw this set. I think this is called an Acre Maker and the trailer. And it was, one guy was asking $14 for that, just those two. Another guy was asking $9 for those two, and I almost pulled the trigger on the $9 set. And then I said, well, and that was without shipping. I figured, I can't remember, but the shipping may have been like $4 or $5. So, and like I said, I almost pulled the trigger because I figured it was an older release. Because I pick up Hot Wheel cars for my son still, even though he's 26. And there's piles of Hot Wheel cars sitting in plastic tubs, never been opened. Matchbox cars as well. So, but I never do pick up any police vehicles or anything like that. Not because I don't trust police. I used to work for a sheriff's department. It's just I just don't care for them. But I was really interested in that police trailer, the horse trailer. So while I was on eBay, I kept looking around, and I found that this set, and I bought it. I picked it up off of eBay, and I paid way too much for it. Hold on a second. Alright, so I bought a set just like this off eBay, and with shipping and all, it was up maybe like $12 or $14. But it was an impulse. I wanted that trailer that bad, and I figured, I was in the mindset that this set wasn't available anymore. Well, I was wrong, because Saturday, this is Sunday, Saturday, I picked this box up for like at Walmart for $5. Kind of irritating, because I just jumped the gun as usual. I'm bad about that. So anyway, I'm looking at this. I got the set in the mail earlier this week, and I'm opening it up because I wanted that horse trailer to put in. Oh, I'm sorry, the case in the back, the convoy case. All the other trucks, trailers, cars, and trailers that I did a previous video on are in that case, and these are going to be in that case as well. But when I opened the pack up, when I got it earlier this week, the only vehicle in there that had a hook is the tractor. So that explains why every time I saw them on eBay, when they separated them out, the trailer was hooked up to the tractor. Alright, so here's where I get anal, I guess. I've seen police trailers, I've seen police horse trailers not decorated like this, but I'm sure in big cities they probably are. But they're usually pulled by a police truck, a police van, or something. So I figured, well, I'll see if I can find a Matchbox police truck with a tow hitch. Well, they don't have any, but they had a Blazer, and I think they still make that same Blazer. But the only problem is it sits on taller tires, and it does have a hitch on it, and the trailer would never hook up right because of the difference in height. So I'm looking and looking and looking, trying to find any kind of die-cast, Hot Wheels, you name it. I looked at everything with a police truck that was close to this color, or maybe a white, like the van that came in the pack, to take and hook this horse trailer up to, because I'm going to stick it in the convoy case in the back. There was none, so I figured I'd have to rig something up. So this is what I did. In that bag, in that box, there's this Expedition police truck, and it did not have a hook on it, and it's actually a K9 unit. But what I did is I mounted that hook to it. Now that's an awful looking hook, but it works. Alright, there you go. It works good. I actually had to take and drill out the tongue hole just a bit to make it fit. And also on the back of the Expedition, it had that, I don't know if you've well, let me pick it up. Right there, you'll see where I had to cut out that one step just so I can get the tongue on it all the way, because it kept catching. And I didn't want to start, I get on there if I angled it, but I didn't want to start breaking anything. And I'm not going to cut that hook down. I'm just going to leave it that way, because I'll show you where I got that hook from. I got it from another car. Alright, I paid $8 for that little plastic hook. Blue's my least favorite color to begin with, but I do love the old 60s Chevy Impalas, you know, Biscaynes, whatever. I love all of them. And I'm fond of station wagons. So I grabbed it just for the hook. Like I said, I paid $8 for the hook. And now I kind of feel bad because I'm using that hook on this truck, and that car's missing the hook. So fortunately, I went on eBay a little bit ago and found a guy that had, I guess he kit bashes, or I don't like saying customized, but because people's definitions of customization is totally different from what mine is. But he has Maisto, not Econolines, El Caminos. He had 3 of them that's missing the back wheels, but they all had the hooks on them, so I bought 2. So I'm gonna take and put a hook back on this car and try to put one of those Econolines back together, and that way I'll have all of them. And then the van that came with the 5-pack, the van in the bottom, I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing with that van as I did with this, and maybe hook me up another horse trailer or something else related to the police. It's pretty cool. And again, I'm not calling this customizing. This is kit bashing to me. Alright, this is what I consider customizing. We all recognize this old Ford truck. It's an old red Matchbox Ford pickup, and it's been stripped, repainted green, and the tow hitch, the boom assembly is out of another Matchbox. It's a Ford tow truck. My son got this off of eBay for me. He thought it was just something that was offered in other countries. So no, and it came from Europe. I can't remember which country it came from, but I appreciated it, and I love the truck. It sits in my cabinet. But the guy that did it did a fantastic job. He put a light on the top. I mean, it's a gorgeous customized truck. That's customizing. This is kit bashing. I did another video of Econolines, the M2 Econolines, where I took a couple of them and pulled the hitch off of one and put it on the van and hooked the trailer up to it. That's kit bashing to me. Call it what you will, but to me that's kit bashing, not customizing, because I'm not that good. I've seen some people take some of these diecast cars and do fantastic things with them. Alright, gang. Wow, this video, this DVD is good. I'm not feeling good. My head's killing me. Sorry. This video has gone a little too far long. I'm gonna cut it off here. Again, these are some cool setups. I'm gonna try to stop here with buying any more or hunting down anymore, but if I come across a red Javelin with a trailer, I will grab it. And if I come across the red Scout car with a trailer, I'm getting it too. Alright, gang, that's it. Oh, here you go. Customized. That is a customized diecast truck. That's it for this one, guys. Y'all have a great day.